Action.
Hello and welcome to Art Talk Uncut episode 5. So in this episode we're going to be talking about our customizable options for our art pieces. So we've got a couple examples that we'll go over. We also have a little bit of a story of a client that reached out and how that process went working with us. So before we get into that, we are Creative Combinations Montana. We are a husband and wife team, myself, Nate.
And Kelsey.
And we design and make metal art and metal and wood furniture and functional art out of our garage here in Northwest Montana. So we started doing art talks because we wanted a chance just to kind of talk to you a little bit more about the work we do and some of the creations we make, some of the intentions behind it, a little bit of our process, and then just to be able to share some of the creations a little bit more in detail. All right, so yeah, should we get into it?
Yeah. So we actually had a realtor reach out to us wanting a gift for a client who just purchased a new home here locally, and she was wanting some sort of Montana shaped steel piece that had their name on it and then like a little homestead saying on it with mountains. And so we had created a few different Montana art pieces, like the shape of Montana, the state. On our website we had Montana hops from our time at Oktoberfest. We also had like a Montana grizzly. We're here in Northwest Montana, where we actually have the largest concentration of grizzly bears in the lower 48, just northwest of here. And so this realtor came to us wanting a shape of Montana steel sign with the client's name and then homestead after it, but with mountains in it. So for this rendition, we decided to create a Lake McDonald view Montana sign for her and for her client. And so this is one that we made, well, for ourselves actually.
We couldn't just do one.
No.
So we ended up making another one for us just so we could market it and just kind of have another opportunity to create one and see how it turned out.
Yeah, and also a fun sign for our little property here. And so this is our Homesfoos Homestead sign, as we like to call it. And in the shape of Montana, we have the Lake McDonald view that we've created. So if you're on Lake McDonald in Glacier National Park, specifically in Apgar at the boat launch, looking out at the mountains across Lake McDonald, this is the view that you get to see from there. And so we incorporated Lake McDonald mountains into our Montana sign so that we could create this fun, unique sign for our client. And this is a customizable piece actually. So we could actually create this in a wedding gift, for example, with names and dates on it, or a homestead gift, or just if you are a don't necessarily need a sign, but you just want the beautiful design and that beautiful aesthetic of Montana and the mountains all incorporated together, we can create that as well.
Yeah, or if you know anybody that just got married, you're looking for a wedding gift, or somebody that's maybe a little bit challenging to shop for, that person that already has everything, and you're looking for a keepsake, something that they're going to have for the rest of their life that's going to remind them of their wedding or their trip here to Montana, or maybe they're just looking for an address sign. We could incorporate this into an address sign and put address numbers on it.
So the customized designs and signs, we can, like Nate said, we can kind of create this across a broad spectrum of our different art pieces and our different designs. This is an example of our Montana Lake McDonald style design, and then we have another example here of our Lake McDonald art piece that we have actually created into a sign.
So this one here, we actually sell this as a wall art on our website, where this bottom portion is actually the mountains reflected in the lake. And so what we did here is we just took the bottom portion and made it solid steel. That way we had plenty of room to put kind of whatever you wanted here. So for this one, we put "Let the Adventure Begin," established 2018. This was kind of a wedding sign for Kelsey and I. This is when we got married back in 2018. And so one thing to note on this, if you're going to be putting this up on a wall or up against a house, depending on your wall color, that is going to shine through on the design. So you can see as I put this up against the white wall here, it really makes that design pop and a little bit more legible. So that is something to consider when getting these, is what kind of wall they're going up on. Another option, if you were going to put this up against, say, like a slat wall, and you didn't want those slats to interfere with the design, we could cut another layer and have a back layer. That way you would have a solid back layer that you could paint a contrasting color to really help that design show. And that's a popular option, especially for like our standalone signs. We've done that before when making like marker signs for like camp pads or address numbers, where we'll actually do a second layer behind here, painted a contrasting color. That way it makes it really easy to read and really legible. But it kind of just depends on the style you're going for there.
Yeah, and so
One thing to note too on these signs here, so we have designed these with tabs. So what we did is on the back, we've got a tab. So as far as installing these, you can put either a nail and drywall, or you could do a drywall anchor and a screw, and then these hang right off those tabs. And that gives it a nice clean look where you don't have any fasteners on this front side at all.
And it makes it easy to hang as well. Just putting the two screws or two nails level with each other to hang it nice and easily. Nate will show you a little up close here. So these particular signs are actually finished with a custom patina. So this one is finished with a black magic patina, which the patina is essentially a chemical that rusts the steel into a certain point, and then it neutralizes it with water and comes back with a clear coat to prevent further oxidization or rust. But that's where you get the texture of the natural texture of the steel here coming through the patina. So it's not quite like a paint. It actually gives a really beautiful look of the natural texture of the steel.
And it is a chemical reaction, and so that's where you're getting those slightly different colorations. The black magic, for example, is typically like a dark black, blue, gray color, and that's where you're seeing some of this coloration. And so that's kind of the fun thing with the patina, is every piece is a little bit different, so it adds a little bit of uniqueness there.
And then this piece up here, Nate did a base layer of black magic and then came back and highlighted the mountains specifically with a copper patina to give it that late evening alpine glow or early morning sunrise glow, to give it a different kind of look, a different kind of vibe. We've got the mountains up top, the lake down below, and then the Homesfoos homestead below that to give it that full design. So we can actually create custom signs out of any sort of design that you see on our website, or if you have a custom idea or a sign idea, design idea that you have, we can create that as well. And it's kind of a fun and different style and unique style, just being the fact that we are taking these pictures and I'm creating all of the CADs and designs off of the actual photographs that we're taking. So these are really quite unique, fun designs and pieces for your home or office space.
Yeah. So if you're interested in any of these ideas or designs, feel free to reach out. If you see something on our website, if you see like our Snow Ghost design or our Big Mountain, or we've got Stanton, Vaughn, a couple other mountains, if you see one of those and you really like that design, we can take that and we can create a sign out of it, or a customizable art piece such as this.
So we really enjoy bringing function and art together, and with these signs, with the home signs, with the saying signs, it's a fun way to bring the fun, or like the beauty of the art and the function together.
Definitely. And then they make really unique gifts too. So for people that, just got married, we have a lot of people that get eloped up in Glacier National Park. So they make great wedding gifts and keepsakes for people, to be able to remember that moment for the rest of their lives. Or especially people that just bought homes or ranches, to be able to have a sign with their last name that makes it uniquely special to them. has been really fun for people, and they've really been enjoying that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for joining us for Art Talk. And if you've been liking the video, feel free to comment. Let us know what you think in the comments. We definitely want to create more of these videos and are looking to always improve them. And
if you have any questions, also drop questions below. If you have any questions about the design, the steel, the process, or if you want to see some of the behind the scenes of any part of the process of these creations, let us know.
And if you are interested in more of that behind the scenes on how we create these pieces, I don't have this particular build, but I do have some other build videos of some art installs that we've done. I've got like one big install or build video of a 10-foot steel mountain piece that we did. It's got like a river feature with 4 removable plant shelves. That's a really fun video. You can see that on our profile. We've also got some plant holder videos that I've made. And so those go a little bit more in detail on the actual process of how we created them.
Yeah.
So feel free to check those out. And then we also have other episodes of Art Talk Uncut where we go over some different pieces as well. So feel free to check those out, and then we will be doing more of these. So look out next Sunday. That's when we release these videos, and we hope to see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you, and have a beautiful rest of your day.
All right, and again, I am Nate, and
I'm Kelsey,
and we are Creative Combinations Montana. So thanks for joining us today.
Peace.
Oh, come here. Are we all done now?
Oh, you know when we're wrapping up, don't you? Yeah. Oh.